Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another podcast of Tuesday with Terry. My name's Terry Blachek. We're talking to you live from Austin, Texas, where the sun is hot, the barbecue is sweet, and all the drinks are free over here. Today, my topic is I wanted to talk a little bit about accomplishment and the feeling of fulfillment. And I just wanted to ask you a question. Can you think back in your life when there was something that you really, really wanted? Or you associated it with status, or you associated it with a level of income. It could have been a car. I remember when I was in high school, I wanted a Corvette. It was an orange Corvette, and my phys ed teacher had it. And I looked at that and I thought, man, if I could just get a car like that, that would be pretty cool. Maybe it's a degree that you're working on. Maybe it's a graduate degree. Maybe you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, business person. Maybe you want the promotion. Maybe you want to just simply lose weight. Maybe you want to run the race faster. But what accomplishment are you trying to achieve in your life right now? So what I wanted to share with you is sometimes we look at things and we think they're impossible. And really what's interesting as you go through life, you look back at that and say, there was a point in time in my life when I thought I could never achieve those things. A marathon, perhaps. Maybe you want to run a marathon. You ever run a marathon? The Galloway Method is a book out there. It's what I used when I ran my first marathon. It taught me how to just finish a marathon as opposed to getting a good time. And I wanted to share with you 3 things that I think that are kind of important to be able to accomplish things in your life. First thing is you got to have some energy. And I would ask every one of you right now on a scale of 1 to 10, how is your energy level? I ask my team that all the time. Every morning I'll say, how's your energy? How we doing? Are you at a 5? Are you at a 10? Are you at an 8? Are you at a 3? Or are you at a 12 or 15? You're just blowing up. You're so excited. Your body is vibrating. I mean, that's how excited you could be. But I got to tell you, if you want to accomplish something, you've got to find a way to get a little bit of energy. I say this all the time, double your enthusiasm and you'll double your sales, double your energy and you can double your production. We know that outflow equals inflow, but you got to get energized. How do you change your energy? The way you change your energy or the way you change your physical or your emotional being is, I call it motion creates emotion. So yesterday we had a little State of the Union call with my group, and the first thing we did is team got together and we did 10 air squats and we did 10 wall push-ups and we did 10 arm circles and we did 10 sit-ups and we did 10 push-ups. And I'll tell you, when you get that blood flowing, you get the oxygen up to your brain, you start thinking better, you start thinking clearer, and all of a sudden the energy is there. You ever want to go get an exercise or get a workout in and you don't feel like it initially, but after you do the workout, you say, man, I got a little bit more energy. I feel better. I'm really glad I got that done. So number one, you want to accomplish more. You got to figure out a way to get more energy. I can't tell you, motion creates emotion. If you're not on a workout program, if you're not on an exercise regimen, get up, go for a walk, go run around the building, go jump on a treadmill and put it at 10 or 12 or 15 miles an hour. I'm telling you, it'll create the blood flowing. You'll feel a little bit more energy. Number 2 is, after you have the energy, then what? And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a college degree, whether it's a job, it's a promotion, whatever it is, you got to be hungry or you got to kind of be obsessed with what's really happening. And I can remember when I first started Orange Theory Fitness I bought the license, I bought the area rights, and man, there was nothing, absolutely nothing that would distract me or take up my time than working on Orange Theory Fitness. I mean, every day, every night, I was working on it. I was obsessed with making it work. I think I told you the story. I'd put all my money into the business, but I was really obsessed. I'm reminded of my early relationships in my life, and if you are in a relationship, or maybe you can roll the videotape back in your own life, and you can think about a relationship. Think about when you were first time in love, or early on in your life when you were in love. Man, you would do anything for that relationship. You remember talking on the phone late at night, laying in bed, talking about nothing, but just talking, right? I mean, you were obsessed. You were absolutely obsessed. Remember this, you can't start a fire with a wet match. And the reason I share that is you got to have the energy, number one. Number two, you got to be hungry, and you got to be a little bit more obsessed. It's got to be top of mind. You got to be thinking about it a lot. If you want to lose weight, you're thinking about it. Every time you sit down for a meal, you think about it. Am I eating the right things? You wake up in the morning, you think about your metabolism. At night, you get on the scales in the morning or the evening, whenever that is, you're thinking about it. It is top of mind. If you want to accomplish something, you've got to get it top of mind. How do you get it top of mind? You can take pictures. You can write notes to yourself, put it in your wallet, put it on the bathroom mirror, put it in your car, put it on your computer, put it in your pocket, put it on wherever. But you want to have your goals. You want to have those things you want to accomplish. You got to write them down, and you got to get maybe some pictures to help you visualize it. You got to be hungry. Number 3 is you need to take a lot of action. You've heard people say massive action, but you really got to do something. It's interesting for me is in the fitness business and in the sales business, a lot of times people come in and, they want to set up appointments and they want to do sell memberships and they want to do all that, but they spend a lot of time looking through the data and they spend a lot of time walking around and they drink their coffee and they got to say hello to everybody. And then it's before they actually make that first call or pick up the phone and talk to people, they find another way to go clean up in the studio or go back and check on this member or talk to the members or just circulate and percolate a little bit more. But they're not really taking action that has measurable results towards the accomplishments of their goals. So what I'm suggesting is you got to do something. And a lot of times people say, especially if you're new at business or you're new at a job or you're new at sales or you're new at marketing or you're new at whatever it is, trying to lose weight, run a marathon, whatever it is, people say, well, I don't know exactly what to do, Terry. And I say, it doesn't really matter as long as you start doing something. What's the quickest way to win a race? You got to start running. There's some people that say, well, I got to have the right outfit and I got to have the right clothes. There's other people that say, I got to get the right shoes. I got to stretch. I got to train. I got to work out. I'm telling you, the quickest way to run or win the race is you got to start running. I've told that story of my good friend, Rick Boza, that ran the marathon without any training, just went out one day and ran the marathon. Pretty cool. He just started running. It's like Forrest Gump, right? How many miles did that guy run? That guy ran and ran and ran. He just kept running, right? You got to take action. And when something doesn't work, what do? You try something else. And when that doesn't work, what do? You try something else. And when that doesn't work, what do? Well, you try something else. And when that doesn't work, what do? Well, you try something else. And when that doesn't work, and what I'm suggesting is you've got to be determined to not giving up. You got to take action over and over and over. You think everything that I did when I started the business of Orange Theory, it worked? It did not. I tried many, many different things that didn't work. I felt like giving up. But I'm telling you, what I would do is I would stop and I would start again and I would try something new and I'd figure out a way to talk to more people, or I would figure out a better way to market, or I would figure out a better way to change the pricing model, or I would figure out a better way to get my members to come in and take active action and use the facility more. You have to keep on keeping on. Never quit. Never, ever quit. And I want to finish up with this today is when you want to accomplish something, if you want to grow your business, you need to grow personally. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Feed your mind with the power of the positive. Keep influencing yourself. Fill your mind of positivity so the negativity doesn't have room to get in there and just trying to change your thinking. You're the president of your own life. Never forget that. Try to figure out a way to add value to other people. But I want to remind you, if you want to accomplish something in your life, number 1, write it down. Number 2, get some energy. Number 3, get hungry about it. Number 4, take action. Number 5, never, ever give up. Have a wonderful day. My name's Terry. I'm your friend.